We're currently watching a thrilling race in the racing simulator. 10K Manine 704 is currently in 59th position, while Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium is doing great at 28th position. Funny Shell Gaming from Team Eager Works is currently holding their own at 51st position. And the current leader of the race is Jukai Duki. Stay tuned as we continue to witness the excitement unfold. Safety car has just entered the pits and is currently in position 61. At the start of the race, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion took an early lead and is currently in first position. Erojovski is holding strong in second place, while Bobardo from Team Blast is currently in third. Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 7th position. Stay tuned to see what unfolds next on the track. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 2nd position, right behind Bobardo from Team Blast. However, Okyoki 3 slipped back to 3rd position momentarily. Pepot, on the other hand, is currently in 5th place. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. We're currently watching an exciting race in the racing simulator with artificial intelligence drivers. Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is holding onto the 6th position, followed closely by Hoped03 from Team Navgum Kings in 4th place. Pepot is not too far behind, currently in 5th place. And Klausidenf is currently in 7th position, giving it their all on the track. Stay tuned for more updates as the race progresses. Hoped03 from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 4th place, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd by 0.5 seconds. On the other hand, Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 6th place. Interestingly, Deplorableeple is driving a Ferrari, and is currently 0.3 seconds behind Pepot in 5th position. Additionally, Hoped03 from Team Navgum Kings is also in 4th place, 0.3 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd. Stay tuned to see if they can make their way up the ranks. Currently in the race we have Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion driving a Ferrari. They are currently in 6th position, 0.3 seconds ahead of Klausidenf in 7th position. Hoped03 from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 4th position, trailing 0.4 seconds behind the driver in 3rd position, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion. We also have Silent second in 10th position, who is 0.4 seconds ahead of Luke Runs in 11th position. Finally, Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 6th position, with a 0.4 second gap behind Pep. Hoped03 from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 4th position, closely trailing Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd. Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 6th place, just behind Pepot in 5th. Meanwhile, Okyoki 3 is also closely pursuing Hoped03. In the top spot, we have Erojovski from Team Blast, with Bobardo not too far behind in 2nd. It's still early in the race, but things are certainly heating up. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the track. At the moment, Klaus-Eikenf is in 8th position, with their best lap being 3:16.535, which puts them 4.855 seconds behind the fastest lap. Niaib is currently in 7th position, trailing deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion by just 0.4 seconds. Speaking of deplorably, they are currently in 6th position and are 0.3 seconds ahead of Niaib. Lastly, Niaib is driving a Ferrari and is holding onto 7th position, maintaining a 0.3 second lead over Klaus-Eikenf in 8th. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the race. We just witnessed some intense racing action here in the simulator. Currently in the lead, we have Bobardo from Team Blast in 1st position, closely followed by Hugt03 from Team Nafgum Kings in 2nd place. Moving down the leaderboard, we have Niaib, driving for Ferrari, in 3rd position, with a small gap behind him is deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 4th place. It's worth mentioning that deplorably is just 0.2 seconds behind Niaib, and they are battling it out for position. Meanwhile, Klaus-Eikenf is trying to catch up and is currently in 8th position, with a slight 0.4 second gap behind deplorably, who will come out on. Grandpa Madeira is currently in 17th position, just behind Dazo22 who is in 16th. They recently lost their position to Da333. Luke Runs is currently in 11th position, trailing silently in 10th. Da333 is currently in 18th position, leading Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 19th. Hugt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is in 3rd position, very close to Bobardo from Team Blast in 2nd. Last lap, Hugt03 was 1.2 seconds faster. Niaib is in 6th position, closely followed by Pepot in 5th. Hugt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 2nd place, trailing behind Erorjovski who is holding onto the lead. They are separated by a mere 0.4 seconds. Bobardo from Team Blast is not far behind in 3rd place, just 0.3 seconds behind Hugt03. Moving down the leaderboard, Niaib is currently in 6th place, with Pepot 0.4 seconds ahead in 5th place. Meanwhile, deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion is trying to catch up, sitting in 7th place just 0.5 seconds behind Niaib. These AI racing cars are giving us quite the show here in the simulator. Currently in the race, we have deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 7th position, driving a Ferrari. They are about 0.4 seconds ahead of Klaus-Eikenf in 8th place. Meanwhile, Hugt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is in 2nd position, just 0.4 seconds behind Erorjovski, who is currently leading the race. Bobardo from Team Blast is doing well in 3rd position, trailing Hugt03 by 0.4 seconds. And speaking of Klaus-Eikenf, they are still giving it their all in 8th place, trying to catch up with deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Keep watching, folks. There's still plenty of racing action. Hugt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 2nd place, trailing Erorjovski by just 0.3 seconds. Pepot is in 6th place, following Niaib by 0.5 seconds. Klaus-Eikenf is in 8th place, trailing deplorably from Team Newton Laws of Motion by 0.3 seconds. Grandpa Madeira is currently 17th, holding a slim 0.3 second advantage over Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 18th position. Lastly, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in 11th place, with a 0.5 second gap from Luke Runs in 10th position. Stay tuned. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening on the track. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 21st position, trailing behind the 333 in 20th place. However, Joyman 00 has picked up the pace and was 1.9 seconds faster last lap. Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings is holding a strong second place position, just 0.5 seconds behind Aerojovski in first place. Klaus Eikenf is currently in 8th position, with a gap of 0.2 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 7th place. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 4th place, trailing Bobardo from Team Blast by 0. We are currently in the middle of the race, and there have been some interesting developments. In terms of positions, Luke Runs is currently in 10th place, with a slight lead over Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 11th place. Moving up the ranks, Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings is in 2nd place, trailing not too far behind Aerojovski in 1st place by just 0.4 seconds. We also have Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion making moves, currently sitting in 4th place. They are just 0.5 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 3rd place. It's worth noting that Okyoki 3 was Let's do a quick recap of the current positions in the race. Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 2nd place, just 0.3 seconds behind Aerojovski in 1st place. Peput is holding onto the 6th position, trailing Mihaiv in 5th place by just 0.5 seconds. It seems like there's some fierce competition between Hugged 03 and Aerojovski, with both drivers constantly swapping positions. Meanwhile, Klaus Eikenf is currently in 8th place, trying to catch up to Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 7th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds. Stay tuned to see how this race unfolds. We're currently in the middle of the race, and there have been some interesting developments. Aerojovski is putting up a strong fight in 2nd place, trailing just behind Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings. Luke Runs has managed to move up to 8th place, with a slight lead over Klaus Eikenf. Speaking of Klaus Eikenf, they are holding on to 9th place tightly, staying ahead of Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy. It looks like things are heating up on the track, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Luke Runs is currently in 8th position, 0.4 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 7th place. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 10th position, 0.5 seconds behind Klaus Eikenf in 9th place. Klaus Eikenf is driving a Dodge and is currently in 9th position, 0.4 seconds ahead of Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 10th place. We have Luke Runs currently in 8th place, with a small lead of 0.3 seconds ahead of Klaus Eikenf, who is in 9th position. On the other hand, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently holding a strong 4th position, with a best lap time of 3 minutes 03.793 seconds, only 1.630 seconds off the fastest lap. Meanwhile, Peput is right behind Niaib in 6th place, trailing by just 0.4 seconds. There's definitely some intense competition happening out there. We have a lot of action happening on the track right now. Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings is currently holding onto the 11th position, with a slim lead of 0.5 seconds over Silent 2nd and 12th. Luke Runs is not too far behind, sitting in 8th place, trailing by only 0.2 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 7th. Peput is doing quite well, currently sitting in the 6th position. They are trailing by just 0.3 seconds behind Niaib, who is holding onto 5th place. Meanwhile, Hogged03 from Team Nafgum Kings is making a pit stop. Here's a quick recap of what has happened so far in the race. Hogged03 from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 6th position. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is in 33rd position, just 0.2 seconds ahead of Neo Kether in 34th position. Reniarkumo and Electric Mary from Teams Quark Express and That's What's Up, respectively, are both entering the pits. And Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is also entering the pits in 35th position. Lastly, Okyoki3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 3rd position, just 0.3 seconds behind Bobardo. Just to recap, Luke Runs is currently in 7th position, with Klaus Eikenf close behind in 8th. We saw Klaus Eikenf successfully overtake Luke Runs for that position. Meanwhile, Kamiluk 15 is currently in 14th place. And we also observed Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up exiting, and then entering the pits in 56th position. Exciting stuff happening on the track right now. At the moment on the racetrack, we have Okyoki3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion currently in position 3, just 0.4 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in position 2. We also have Reniarkumo exiting the pits in position 54 and Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up exiting the pits in position 55. Luke Runs is currently in position 7 while Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is exiting the pits in position 60. Lastly, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 8th position with a best lap time of 3:05.212, which is 3.0 for 9 seconds off the fastest lap. Let's do a quick recap of what's been happening in the race. Luke Runs is currently in 7th position, while Klaus Eikenf is in 9th position, trailing Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy by 0.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Okyoki3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is doing well in 3rd position, just 0.4 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 2nd place. On the other hand, Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 17th place, lagging behind Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports by 0.5 seconds. Interestingly, Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports. We are currently watching a racing simulation where artificial intelligence is controlling the cars. Here's a quick recap of what just happened. Silent 2nd is currently in 11th position, trailing Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings in 10th place by 0.4 seconds. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is in 26th place, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind Mtomike in 25th position. LV1NNY has entered the pits while holding onto the 29th position. Buxizero from Team Quark Express lost their 26th place to a 40. Silent second still holds onto 11th place. Kamiluk. Nojkar has just entered the pits for a pit stop and is currently in position 53. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 7th position, while LV1NNY is exiting the pits and now in position 49. Moving on, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 3rd position, trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 2nd place by just 0.4 seconds. Trashpaller is also entering the pits in position 59. Lastly, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in 7th position and is closely behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 6th place by just 0.3. Let's quickly recap what just happened on the track. LV1NNY just exited the pits and is now in position 52. In the ongoing battle for 7th place, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently leading, with Luke Runs trailing closely behind in 8th position. Shadow 1254 was 2.6 seconds faster on the last lap. As for the rest of the pack, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is 0.4 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion, and Luke Runs is 0.5 seconds behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy. Finally, Nojkar just We have seen some interesting developments in this race so far. Trashpaller had to enter the pits and dropped down to 60th position but quickly made their way out and is currently holding onto that position. Kamiluk 15 is performing well and currently sitting in 14th place. Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion has been making steady progress and is now in 16th place, just behind Silver Gaming from Team Luna Motorsports. And finally, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is having a strong race and currently holds the 3rd position. Stay tuned for more exciting updates. Tenkaimanin 70 for just exited the pits and is now in position 40. Meanwhile, Kamiluk 15 is entering the pits and currently sits in 36th place. Silent second is currently holding onto the 10th position. Steadies is also entering the pits, currently in 49th place, followed by Rokhogaming V from Team Apex Marfier in position 50. Tenkaimanin 704 is entering the pits as well and is currently in position 40. Stay tuned for more updates. Rokhogaming V from Team Apex Marfier just exited the pits and is currently in position 49. Meanwhile, Bobardo from Team Blast is making a strong move, currently sitting in 4th place and just 0.2 seconds behind Niaib in 3rd. Also, Gilhamilizu has just exited the pits and is now in position 53. In other news, Rokhogaming V from Team Apex Marfier is heading into the pits again, maintaining their position at 49. That's the recap for now. Let's see what happens next. Niaib is currently in 4th position while Steadies just exited the pits in 58th position. Luke Runs is currently in 7th position, trailing Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion by 0.5 seconds. Tenkaimanin 704 also exited the pits and is now in 56th position. Meanwhile, Steadies is now entering the pits again in 58th position. Lastly, Klaus Eikenf is currently in 8th position, closely following Luke Run's 0.4 seconds behind. Steadies has just exited the pits and is now in position 57. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in position 15. Rokogaming V from Team Apex Marfier has also exited the pits and is now in position 58. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in position 16, just 0.2 seconds behind Cedric in position 15. Jukai Doogie is currently in 27th position, trailing behind Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express by 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Silver Gaming is still in position 16, now 0.1 seconds behind Cedric in position 15, with CY. Max Power 77 just made a pit stop and is now in 36th position. Meanwhile, Miaib is currently in 4th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast, who is in 3rd place. Klaus Eikenf is holding on to 8th place, trailing behind Luke Runs in 7th place by 0.5 seconds. Dazit22 is currently in 16th place, only 0.2 seconds behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 15th place. Lastly, Rickenisker is entering the pits in 46th position. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening on the track. Currently, Luke Runs is holding onto 7th place, with a close battle behind them as Klaus Eikenf trails by just 0.3 seconds in 8th. We also saw Wipe exit the pits and rejoin the race in position 47. Meanwhile, Degus from Team That's What's Up has also made a pit stop, currently sitting in 53rd place. Another driver, Kenny Thernst, has also opted for a pit stop and is now back on track in position 45. Lastly, Miaib is doing a great job in 4th place, with their best lap being just 0.790 seconds away from the fastest lap time. Here's a quick recap. Max Power 77 just exited the pits in position 53, while Rickenisker is currently entering the pits in position 55. Silent Second is in position 9, trailing behind Klaus Eikenf by just 0.4 seconds. Virtual Speed is in 12th position, also 0.4 seconds behind Amin Sang from Team Nafgum Kings in position 11. Lastly, Degus from Team That's What's Up is exiting the pits in position 57. Klaus Eikenf is currently entering the pits in position 9. We have Wafflecupted from Team Is That a Podium currently in 20th place, 0.3 seconds behind Koki by 90 from Team Eager Works in position 20. Ntomike is currently in the pits, sitting in 24th place. Degus from Team That's What's Up just exited the pits in position 58. R40 is now entering the pits in 29th place. And Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently holding the 18th position. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. R40 has just entered the pits in position 29. Klaus Eikenf also entered the pits and is currently in position 32. Virtual Speed is currently in position 11. Magulf1 has also entered the pits and is currently in position 39. On the other hand, Patokev has successfully exited the pits and is now in position 35, and Ntomike has also exited the pits and is in position 36. Ntomike just made a pit stop and is now back on track in position 36. Raphael from Team Blast is currently in 12th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Virtual Speed. Meanwhile, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 14th place, also 0.4 seconds behind Silver Gaming from Team Luna Motorsports in position 13. It looks like Borough Blues will be entering the pits soon in position 50. Stay tuned for more exciting racing action. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy was able to make a successful pass on silent second, moving up to position 8. Virtual Speed is currently holding position 11, while McGulf 1 just exited the pits and is now in position 51. On the other hand, Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings is trailing behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy by just 0.3 seconds, in position 10. Meanwhile, Patokev also exited the pits but is currently in position 48. Lastly, McGulf 1 is heading into the pits, still in position 51. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. We just had some interesting pit stops here at the racing simulator. Pepot entered the pits in 7th position and is currently maintaining that position. Hugged03 from Team Navgum Kings also made a pit stop, currently sitting in 23rd place. Onykarpi of Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 28th position. Borough Blues has just exited the pits in 57th position. Lastly, Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings has also completed their pit stop and is now in 16th place. Things are really heating up on the racetrack. Hugged03 from Team Navgum Kings has just entered the pits in position 23. While Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently holding the 8th position. Meanwhile, Virtual Speed, Pepot, and Do333 have all successfully exited the pits in positions 29, 22, and 32 respectively. Lastly, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently position 10. Things are definitely getting heated up on the racing track. Stay tuned for more action. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. Neo Kether is currently in 21st place, while Ran Yarkumo just entered the pits in 45th position. On the other hand, Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings and Hugged03, also from the same team, both exited the pits in 32nd and 34th positions respectively. Meanwhile, Rally Ranger completed their pit stop and is now back on track in 41st place. Lastly, Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up just entered the pits in their current position of 47th. That's the update for now. Just to recap what's been happening on the track. We have some interesting movements in the standings with drivers coming in and out of the pits. Ran Yarkumo has just exited the pits in position 45, while Kevin is currently in 17th place. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is making a pit stop in position 44. And it looks like Ran Yarkumo is also making a pit stop in position 45. Meanwhile, we have some intense competition between Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion and Raphael from Team Blast. Cedric is currently in 10th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Raphael from Team Blast in 9th place. Hey there, Reaper25 Red. Welcome to the stream and thank you so much for following. I hope you're enjoying the exciting AI racing action we have going on today. It's always great to have new viewers like you joining in the fun. So sit back, relax, and let's see who takes the lead in this intense race. We just had a few pit stops here in the race. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering entered the pits in 26th position and came out in 25th position. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion also made a pit stop, coming in 15th and staying in 15th position. Meanwhile, Bucks Isrow from Team Quark Express was in 18th position but moved up to 17th. And Luke Runs is currently in 6th position. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. Wafflecopter from Team Is That a Podium is currently in 15th position. Pied Piper 07 just entered the pits and is currently in 35th position. Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 19th position, just 0.1 seconds behind Jukai Duki in 18th position. Anya Carpi was 6.7 seconds faster than Jukai Duki in the last lap. Kevin is also entering the pits and currently in 28th position. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion just exited the pits and is in 25th position. Neo Cather also just exited the pits and is now in 36th position. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering just left the pits in position 37. Wafflecopter from Team Is That a Podium is currently in 15th place, trailing behind Koki by 90 from Team Eager Works by 0.4 seconds. Neo Cather has also left the pits and is now in position 38. Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in 19th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Jukai Duki in 18th place. Finally, Pied Piper 07 has exited the pits and is now in position 43. Exciting stuff happening on the racetrack right now. Stay tuned for more action. Currently Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in position 19, trailing behind Jukai Duki in position 18. Pied Piper 07 has just exited the pits and is now in position 45. Silent Second is entering the pits in position 7. Raphael from Team Blast is also heading into the pits while in position 10. Lastly, Wafflecopter from Team Is That a Podium is currently in position 15. Trying to catch up to Koki by 90 from Team Eager Works, who is in position 14. Koki by 90 from Team Eager Works was 0.8 seconds faster than Wafflecopter last lap. Just to recap what happened in the last few moments, Virisnei entered the pits in 24th position and is currently still in 24th. Bucks Isrow from Team Quark Express made their pit stop as well and has now moved up to 16th place. Silent Second also came into the pits and is now in 17th position. So, some interesting changes happening on the track. Stay tuned to see how it unfolds. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened. Silent Second has just exited the pits and is currently in position 21. LV1NNY is now entering the pits and is currently in 34th position. Klaus Eigenf is holding the 18th position. Rokogaming V from Team Apex Marfier has just finished in the pits and resumed racing in the 60th position. Raphael from Team Blast is also exiting the pits and is now in position 23. Lastly, Wafflecopter from Team Is That a Podium is currently in the 13th position. Stay tuned as we continue to watch these R-driven racing cars battle it out on the track. Let's do a quick recap of the current happenings in the race. We just saw Vairizniai entering the pits and currently in 36th position. Jukai is currently in 20th position, 0.4 seconds behind Kamilub 15 in 19th position. LV1NNY has just exited the pits and is now in 42nd position. Vairizniai has also finished their pit stop and is now in 39th position. Luke Runs is currently 6th, only 0.2 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 5th position. And lastly, LV1NNY is entering the pits again and currently holding onto 42nd position. That LV1NNY just exited the pits and is currently in position 44. Kamilub 15 is in 19th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Ani Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 18th place. Ntomike is in 30th place, trailing Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express by 0.3 seconds in 29th place. Peput is currently in 16th place, just 0.2 seconds behind Judah Smoke Blunt from Team for 20 in 15th place. Gordo Estupendo is entering the pits and is currently positioned in 14th place. Lastly, Klaus Eichempf is in 17th place, trailing Peput. We are currently halfway through the race, and a lot has happened in the past few laps. In 19th position, Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy has just entered the pits for a pit stop. In 16th position, Klaus Eichempf is only 0.4 seconds behind Peput in 15th place and was 4.2 seconds faster than them on the last lap. Moving up the ranks, Luke Runs is currently in 6th place and is just 0.1 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 5th place. Jmascarpone has also entered the pits and is currently in 27th position. On the other hand, Gordo Estup We just witnessed an intense series of pit stops. Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy entered the pits in 32nd position and has now exited the pits in 34th position. Meanwhile, Jmascarpone made a pit stop as well and is now back on the track in 39th position. On the other hand, Silent Second is now right behind Jukai Duki in 19th position, trailing by a mere 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Ntomike is currently in 29th position, holding a 0.4 second lead over R40 in 30th position. Stay tuned as the race continues to unfold. Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium is currently in position 13. Just 0.4 seconds behind Kokubai 90 from Team Eager Works, who is in position 12. Jmascarpone has just exited the pits and is now positioned at 41. Just behind them, we have Peput in position 16, chasing after Judah Smoke Blunt from Team for 20 in position 15. Ntomike is currently at position 29, with a slight gap of 0.4 seconds behind Armin-san from Team Nafgum Kings in position 28. And finally, in a remarkable performance, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is Peput is currently in 16th place, trailing behind Judah Smoke Blunt from Team for 20 in 15th place by just 0.2 seconds. Luke Runs, on the other hand, is currently in 6th place but is 0.4 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 5th place. Peput is maintaining his position at 16th place but is still closely chasing Judah Smoke Blunt from Team for 20 by just 0.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 28th place, with only a 0.4-second gap behind Buck's Row from Team Quark Express in 27th place. It looks like we have some intense racing action happening on the track. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 11th position, trailing just 0.4 seconds behind Dazzard22 in 10th position. Meanwhile, Ntomike is down in 29th position, but not too far behind Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings in 28th position, with just a 0.5-second gap. We also have some pit action going on, with MD162 entering the pits in 31st position and Kamiluk 15 exiting the pits in 30th position. Let's see how these pit stops affect their positions on the track. Stay tuned for We have some interesting developments on the track. Kamiluk 15 just exited the pits in 31st position, while Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 11th place and is just 0.5 seconds behind Dazzard22 in 10th position. It seems like Joyman00 had a great lap last time, being 1.0 seconds faster than before. We also saw Guilherme Lizu entering the pits and currently holding the 44th position. And it looks like MD162 is making some moves as well, just exiting the pits in 40th place after earlier entering in 40th. Finally, Jukai Duki is currently sitting in 20th position. Stay. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently holding the 9th position, just half a second behind Grandpa Madeira in 8th place. Ntomike is currently in 28th position, trailing Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings by 0.5 seconds in 27th place. Guilherme Lizu has just left the pits and is now in 53rd position. Meanwhile, Judy Smokablunt from Team for 20 is sitting at 17th position, and Silent Second is right behind them in 18th place, just 0.2 seconds behind. Guilherme Lizu has made his way back to the pits and is currently in 53rd position. Jukai Duki is currently in position 21, while Kamiluk 15 is in position 32 driving a Shelby. Kamiluk 15 is just 0.4 seconds behind Funny Shell Gaming from Team Eager Works in position 31. We have Haupt 03 from Team Navgum Kings entering the pits, currently in 23rd position. Luke Runs is doing really well, holding on to position 6. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in position 11, just 0.5 seconds behind Dazzard22 in position 10. These are the current standings on the track. We've just witnessed some intense action on the track. Luke Runs is currently making a strong push in position 6, just 0.3 seconds behind Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion in position 5. Haupt 03 from Team Navgum Kings made a pit stop and re-entered the race in position 24. Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium is closely trailing Kokubai 90 from Team Eager Works in position 12. Another pit stop for Haupt 03 now places them back in position 24. Lastly, Silent Second is making gains in position 18, only 0.4 seconds behind Judas Smokablunt from Team for 20 in position. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in position 9, while Ran Yakumo just entered the pits in position 46. Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in position 6, trailing behind Luke runs in position 5 by 0.3 seconds. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up has also entered the pits in position 48. On the other hand, Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has just left the pits in position 45. Lastly, our Raphael from Team Blast is currently in position 22. That's the update for now, folks. Ranier Kumo just entered the pits and is currently in position 46. Desert 22 made a pass on Joyman 00 to take position 10. LV1NNY is close behind Pato Kev in position 41. Our Raphael from Team Blast is in position 22 with a best lap time of 3:02.920, while our 40 is currently in 28th place. And that's where we stand at the moment. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express just came out of the pits, now in position 51. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is currently entering the pits in position 55. Ranier Kumo also just exited the pits, now in position 54. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion made a pass on Judas Mocha-Blunt from Team for 24 position 18. Ntomike is currently in 26th place. Lastly, Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up just exited the pits and is now in position 56. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the track. We have Kevin currently in position 23, trailing behind Jukai Duki in position 22 by half a second. Neo Kether is in position 32 with a best lap time of 3 minutes and 6.488 seconds, currently 5.693 seconds off the fastest lap. Deplorably Bull from Team Newton Laws of Motion is doing really well, currently holding the 6th position. They are driving a Ferrari and are only half a second behind Luke Runs in 5th place. Kenny Thernst is entering the pits in position 34. Lastly, it looks like Jukai Duki is hot on the heels of Kevin. Hey there, Brosy99. Thank you so much for following the channel and joining us on this exciting racing adventure with our driven cars. I'm thrilled to have you here, and I hope you're enjoying the action so far. Let's buckle up and get ready for some adrenaline-pumping races together. Ntomike is currently in 26th position, trailing behind Bucksizero from Team Quark Express in 25th. Gordo Estupendo is driving a Shelby and currently sits in 24th position, with Jukai Duki just ahead in 23rd. Kenny Thernst is entering the pits while in 43rd position, and Wipe is exiting the pits in 45th. Meanwhile, the 333 is in 20th position, chasing after Judas Mocha-Blunt from Team for 20 in 19th. Stay tuned for more exciting racing action. We are currently watching a thrilling race in the racing simulator. Let's take a look at the current positions of some of the drivers. Gordo Estupendo is currently in 24th position, closely behind Jukai Duki who is in 23rd position. Wipe just exited the pits and is now in 45th position. Ntomike is currently in 26th position, trailing behind Bucksizero from Team Quark Express in 25th position. Lastly, Desert 22 is performing impressively in 10th position, with their best lap time being 3 minutes and 3.387 seconds, only 2.592 seconds off the fastest lap. The race is getting more intense as we progress. Right now we have Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports in 10th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Dazzard22 who is in 9th. Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium is currently in 13th position with a best lap time of 3 minutes and 6.390 seconds, which is 5.595 seconds off the fastest lap. Joyman00, also from Team Lunar Motorsports, is currently in 11th position, trailing behind Dazzard22 by 0.4 seconds. We're definitely seeing some intense competition here on the track. We are currently in the middle of the race and things are definitely heating up. Dazzard22 is holding onto the 10th position with a slight lead of 0.4 seconds over Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 11th place. It's a close battle between these two drivers. On the other hand, Gordo Estupendo is striving to make progress as they are currently in 24th position. They are closely chasing Jukai Duki, who is in 23rd place just 0.3 seconds ahead. Last lap, Gordo Estupendo managed to shave off 1.4 seconds, showing great determination. All in all, the competition is fierce and the drivers are pushing themselves. Amin Sang from Team Nafgum Kings lost position 26 to Mtomike, and currently, they are in position 27, just 0.4 seconds behind. Gordo Estupendo is putting up a good performance and is currently in position 24, trailing Jukai Duki, who is in position 23 by just 0.4 seconds. Klaus Eigenf, on the other hand, is in position 14 and is about to enter the pits. And lastly, Mtomike is currently in position 26 and just 0.2 seconds behind Buxizro from Team Quark Express in position 25. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. Currently, Gordo Estupendo is in 23rd position, right behind Jukai Duki. However, Gordo Estupendo managed to make a pass and overtakes Jukai Duki, securing the 23rd position. Meanwhile, Klaus Eigenf has just exited the pits and is now in 22nd position. It seems like a lot is happening on the track, and we'll keep an eye on the race as it unfolds. Klaus Eigenf just entered the pits in position 22 and is currently in the same position. Meanwhile, Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in position 32, with Mio Kether following closely behind in position 33. After exiting the pits, Klaus Eigenf is back in position 22, while R40 is in position 27 after also exiting the pits. Lastly, Vyrizniai is currently in 35th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Funny Shell Gaming from Team Eager Works in 34th position. Patokev is currently in position 40, struggling to move up in the race. Deplorably Bull from Team Newton Laws of Motion is doing a great job, currently in position 6 and closing in on Luke Runs in position 5. Kevin is in position 21, just half a second behind R.R. Raphael from Team Blast in position 20. Mtomike made a pit stop and is now back on the track, currently in position 35. Lastly, Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium is currently in 13th place, trailing behind Kokubai 90 from Team Eager Works in position 12 by just half a second. Exciting stuff happening. We just witnessed some interesting moves on the track. First, we have Kevin in position 21st, trailing behind RR Raphael from Team Blast in position 20. Ntomike has just exited the pits and is now in position 35. Over in the top half of the pack, Wafflecopter from Team Is That a Podium is currently in position 13, closely chasing Kokubai 90 from Team Eager Works in position 12. Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings is in position 26, trying to catch up to Bucksizero from Team Quark Express, who was 1.5 seconds faster on the last lap. Let's see. Let's do a quick recap of the current positions in the race. In position 7, we have Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, closely followed by Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Kevin is currently in 21st position. Moving on, we have Funyashell Gaming from Team Eager Works, who is looking to catch up to Viresnia in position 32. And finally, Deplorableeple from Team Newton Laws of Motion is battling to overtake Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy. It's an intense race, and anything can happen. We have Pato Kev in position 40, trailing behind Mascarpone in position 39 by 0.5 seconds. Moving up the leaderboard, Virtual Speed is currently in 14th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Pepot in 13th. However, Silent Second is not far behind, trailing Virtual Speed by the same 0.3 second margin in 15th place. It's worth noting that Virtual Speed was 0.6 seconds faster than Silent Second on the last lap. In the recent turn of events, Silent Second managed to overtake Virtual Speed, moving up to 14th place. As for Pato Kev, they are still in position 40, now trailing Jmask. On the track we have Silent Second in position 14, currently just 0.4 seconds behind Virtual Speed in position 15. Also, Pato Kev is chasing Mascarpone in position 39, with only 0.3 seconds separating them. Meanwhile, MD162 is in position 41, and has a best lap time of 3 minutes and 9.655 seconds. However, they are 8.860 seconds off the fastest lap. LV1NNY is currently in the pits and holds position 37. Lastly, Hugged03 from Team Nafgum Kings is currently sitting in position 28. Silent Second is also battling it out on the track, trailing Pepot in position. We just witnessed some exciting pit stop action. LV1NNY made a pit stop and re-entered the track in 43rd position. Pepot also made a pit stop while currently in 14th position. Meanwhile, Niipe is currently in 4th position, driving a Ferrari, and is only 0.3 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 3rd position. Niipe had an impressive last lap, being 4.0 seconds faster. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. Pepot is currently in position 17 and entering the pits. Niipe is doing really well, currently in 4th place. Funyashell Gaming from Team Eager Works is currently in position 32, just behind Viresnia in position 31. Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings is also entering the pits, currently in 24th place. And Kevin is in 19th place, trailing RR Raphael from Team Blast by just 0.3 seconds. It's an intense race, and we still have a few laps to go. In this race, Amin-san from Team Navcom Kings just entered the pits while in 25th position. They are currently in 25th place. Hugged03 from the same team also entered the pits and is now in the 28th position. On the other hand, Peput has successfully exited the pits and is now in 24th place. Meanwhile, Kevin is currently holding the 19th position. Lastly, Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 is doing well in the race, currently sitting in 18th place. Stay tuned to see how things unfold. We're currently in the middle of the race and there have been some interesting developments. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 10th position, with Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports just ahead in 9th. Meanwhile, Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 is holding on to 18th place, with Kevin Pot on their heels in 19th. Kevin was 5.1 seconds faster last lap, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make a move up the leaderboard. Amin-san from Team Navcom Kings has just exited the pits and is now in 29th position. And finally, Hugged03 from Team Nav. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express just entered the pits in position 43, while Mike in a Shelby moved up to position 31 and is currently battling Amin-san from Team Navcom Kings. Ranyar also entered the pits in position 46. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 9th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Grandpa Madeira in 8th. Lastly, Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has finished their pit stop and is now back on the track in position 43. Stay tuned for more updates. We just witnessed some intense pit stop action on the track. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express and Ranyar both made their way into the pits. Ranyar then exited the pits but had to return shortly after. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently holding on to position 9. LV1NNY is trailing closely behind WEC in position 43. And finally, Kamilub15 has made his way into the pits while holding on to position 24. Stay tuned for more exciting moments as the race continues. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the track. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up exited the pits in position 55, while Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently holding position 9. Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 is currently in position 19 and had a best lap time of 3:07.902, which is 7.107 seconds off the fastest lap. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is now entering the pits in position 55, and Ranyar is exiting the pits in position 53. In the meantime, Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 made a successful pass on Kevin. We just saw some interesting movements in the race. Currently, Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports holds the 10th position. However, Hugged03 from Team Navcom Kings made a move and passed R40 to secure the 33rd position. Meanwhile, Kamilub15 has just exited the pits and is now in the 29th position. Neib is putting up a good fight and is currently in the 4th position, trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast by just 0.5 seconds in the race. Stay tuned, as there's still more action to come. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. Currently, Virtual Speed is in 15th position, trailing behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is in 14th position. Klaus Eikenf is currently in 21st position and is chasing down Gordo Estupendo in 20th position. Lacroix from Team Blast is in 35th position and is trying to catch up to Funny Shell Gaming from Team Eagerworks, who is in 34th position. Virtual Spieth has just entered the pits and is currently holding onto their 15th position. Duff333 has also entered the pits and retains their 16th position. That's all for now, folks. Klaus Eikenf is currently in position 19, closely behind Gordo Estupendo in position 18. They are driving a Dodge and are giving it their all to catch up. Meanwhile, Hogged03 from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 32nd position and has set some impressive lap times. On the other hand, Virtual Spieth and Duff333 have just exited the pits in positions 21 and 22, respectively. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. Duff333 just made a pit stop and is now back in position 22. Klaus Eikenf is currently in position 19, trailing Gordo Estupendo by just 0.2 seconds in position 18. Virtual Spieth has also just come out of the pits and is now in position 23. Pepot is currently in position 22, while Patokev is in 38th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Mascarpone in position 37. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. In 21st position, we have Pepot, who is currently being chased by Buck's Row from Team Quark Express in 22nd place. They are only 0.5 seconds apart. Virtual Spieth holds the 23rd position, closely followed by Duff333 just 0.3 seconds behind in 24th place. Down the field, we have a close battle between Amin San from Team Navgum Kings in 31st position and Hogged03 from the same team in 32nd. They are separated by only 0.1 seconds. Lastly, in 28th place, we have Fur. We have Ntomike currently in 28th position, with Vieresnii just behind in 29th. However, Ntomike managed to make an impressive pass and overtook Vieresnii to secure 28th position. Meanwhile, Klaus Eikenf is fighting for 18th position, currently 0.2 seconds behind Gordo Estupendo. On the other hand, Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is chasing down Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports for 9th position, but is trailing by a mere 0.3 seconds. It's definitely an intense race so far. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening on the racetrack. Niaib is currently in 4th position and is trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast, who is in 3rd place by just 0.5 seconds. On the other hand, Klaus Eikenf finds themselves in the 19th position and is trying to catch up to Gordo Estupendo in 18th place, with a gap of just 0.2 seconds. Niaib's main competitor, Bobardo from Team Blast, had a faster lap time of 0.6 seconds compared to Niaib's last lap, so it will be interesting to see if Niaib can make up for that deficit. Similarly, Klaus Eikenf is Simwheeler said, "Hey Amy, I've had a dreams with you last night." Oh, really? That's quite interesting. Dreams can be quite fascinating. I hope it was a positive dream. Is there anything specific you remember or want to share about the dream? Klaus Eikenf is currently in 19th position, trailing behind Gordo Estupendo by 0.2 seconds. In Team Nafgum Kings, Hugged 03 is currently in 30th position, with Viresnii just ahead in 29th position. Hugged 03 is driving a Dodge and is trailing by 0.3 seconds. Moving down the leaderboard, Kamilub 15 is in 31st position, leading Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings in 32nd position by 0.3 seconds. Notably, Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings had a lap time that was 12.8 seconds faster. Lastly, the 333. The 333 just made a fantastic move and passed Virtual Speed, moving up to position 23. However, Virtual Speed is not far behind, trailing by just 0.4 seconds. In other news, Kamilub 15 is currently in position 32, with Viresnii right on their tail in position 31, just 0.3 seconds behind. We also saw Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion enter the pits in position 14. They are currently holding onto that position. It's getting intense out there on the track. Let's see what happens next. Simwheelers said, "Do I'll sound like ho-hoo-hoo?" Har har, funny you should ask. Owls are known for their distinct hoo-hoo sound, but did you know that different species of owls can actually make different noises? Some owls make a series of soft hoos, while others may make screeching or hissing sounds. It's quite fascinating how they communicate in their own unique ways. Simwheelers said, "Hey Amy, do owls sound like ho-hoo-hoo?" Har har. Well, some people may describe the sound an owl makes as hoo-hoo, but it's actually more like a series of hoots and screeches. Each species of owl has its own unique vocalizations, so it can be quite fascinating to learn about the different sounds they make. Klaus Eigenf is driving a Dodge and currently in 18th position, trailing behind Gordo Estupendo in 17th. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is in 9th position, 0.5 seconds behind Grand Madeira in 8th. R40 is currently in 33rd position, with their best lap time being 3 minutes and 0.668 seconds, which is 3.873 seconds of the fastest lap. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering has entered the pits and is currently in 25th position, while Kevin is exiting the pits in 24th position. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is also exiting the pits. Jukai Duki said, "Amy, what does the fox say?" Har har har, the famous question. Well, according to that catchy song, the fox says ring ding 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 ding. It's definitely an interesting and playful notion. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is currently in the pits in 26th position. R40 is trailing behind in 33rd place. Niaib is putting pressure on Bobardo from Team Blast for the 3rd spot, with just a 0.5 second gap. Jukai Duki is chasing Peput and is only 0.4 seconds behind in 19th place. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is also inching closer to Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 20th place, with just a 0.4 second gap. And Virtual Speed is not too far behind the 333, just half a second away in 23rd place. Mascarpone is currently in the 37th position, driving a Ford. They are 0.3 seconds ahead of Max Power 77 in 38th position. Niaib is currently in the 4th position, driving a Ferrari. They are just 0.4 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 3rd position. Kamilub 15 is currently in 30th position, trailing 0.5 seconds behind Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings in 29th position. However, Kamilub 15 was 0.6 seconds faster than the previous lap. Du333 is currently in 22nd position, 0.3 seconds. Everlasting Apex said, "Hey Amy, can you explain to Seni what we're doing here?" Hey Seni. We're currently watching an exciting race at the Spa track with the vintage street cars class. We're on lap 27 out of 30, and the standings are shaping up quite nicely. It's a thrilling competition with drivers showcasing their skills in different classic car models. We're just enjoying the adrenaline and friendly rivalry here. Simwheeler said, "Hey Amy. Do you know any interesting fact with which you could share with us about a dangerous animal which is a badger?" Hey there. Did you know that the badger is a formidable creature despite its small size? These amazing animals are known for their digging skills and can create extensive underground burrow systems called sets. They have strong, sharp claws and tough skin, making them well equipped to defend themselves against predators. Though they generally prefer to avoid confrontation, when cornered or threatened, badgers can put up quite a fight with their powerful jaws and strong bite. It's fascinating how nature equips even seemingly small animals with impressive defense mechanisms, isn't it? Let's do a quick recap of what has been happening so far in the race. Pied Piper 07 has just exited the pits and is currently in 51st position. Buck's Eyes Row from Team Quark Express is holding a strong position in 23rd place. Niaib is currently in 4th place, trailing Bobardo from Team Blast by just 0.5 seconds. Du333, on the other hand, is in 22nd position and is just 0.3 seconds behind Buck's Eyes Row from Team Quark Express. However, Du333 was 3.3 seconds faster than Buck's Eyes Row last lap. Exciting stuff happening out there. Wyke just made a pit stop in position 43, while McGulf 1 entered the pits in position 60 and later exited. R.A. Raphael from Team Blast is currently 14th, and Silent Second exited the pits in position 13. R.A. Raphael also made a pit stop, and is now in position 15. McGulf 1 later entered the pits again, and remains in position 60. Wafflecuptert from Team Is That a Podium just came out of the pits in position 59. Meanwhile, McGulf 1 also exited the pits and is now in position 60. On the other hand, Buck's Eyes Row from Team Quark Express has entered the pits and is currently in position 23. Silent Second, who was in position 15, just came out of the pits but dropped down to position 16. Lastly, MD162 is currently in position 38. Stay tuned to see how the rest of the race unfolds. Buck's Eyes Row from Team Quark Express just entered the pits and is currently in 23rd position. R.A. Raphael from Team Blast has exited the pits and is now in 22nd position. We also saw Wyke exiting the pits in position 52, but then re-entering the pits again and now in position 53. Gordo Estupendo is currently in 15th position, chasing closely jude Judasmoka Blunt from Team for 20 who is in 14th position. Lastly, Niaib is holding strong in 4th position. Let's see how the race unfolds in these final laps. Niaib is currently in 4th place, trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast in third place by just 0.5 seconds. Vyrizniai has entered the pits and is currently in 32nd position. On the other hand, Buxisro from Team Quark Express has just exited the pits and is now in 29th position. Gordo Estupendo is holding steady in 15th place. Max Power 77 is currently in 39th position, just 0.3 seconds behind MD 162 in 38th place, with MD 162 having a faster lap time of 2.3 seconds. Lastly, Gordo Estupendo is in 15th place, trailing behind due to Smokable. Vyrizniai exited the pits and is now in position 40. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is currently ahead of Max Power 77 in position 38. Vyrizniai then entered the pits again and is back in position 40. Neo Kether is currently in 25th place, closely following Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in position 24. On the other hand, MD 162 is holding steady in position 36. Lastly, Vyrizniai is back on track after exiting the pits, now in position 41. Neo Kether is currently in 25th position and is trailing Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 24th position. MD 162 is in 36th position. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 10th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 9th position. Lastly, Amit San from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 28th position. Let's see how the rest of this race unfolds. We have some interesting developments happening on the track right now. Desert 22 is currently in 11th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 10th place. Niaib is holding on to 4th place but is closely trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 3rd place by just 0.4 seconds. Gordo Estupendo is currently in 15th place, with only a 0.4 second gap to close behind due to Smokablunt from Team for 20 in 14th place. Aminsan from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 28th place, following closely behind Mtomike in 27th position. Lastly, Gordo Estup. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened during the race. Silent Second is currently in 16th position, trailing behind Gordo Estupendo in 15th position by 0.3 seconds. Gordo Estupendo loses 15th position to Silent Second. Meanwhile, Amit San from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 28th position, 0.3 seconds behind Mtomike in 27th position. Amin San from Team Navgum Kings had a faster lap time of 1.1 seconds. Lastly, Gordo Estupendo is once again in 15th position, holding a slim lead of 0.1 seconds over Silent Second in 16th position. Due to Smokablunt from Team for 20 is currently in 15th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Silent Second in 14th place. Max Power 77 is currently in 36th position, while LV1NNY is sitting in the 39th spot. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is holding strong in 10th place with a best lap time of 3 minutes and 2.8 for 1 seconds, just 2.38 for seconds off the fastest lap. Kevin is currently in 22nd position, trailing Jukai Duki in 21st place by just 0.3 seconds. Kevin had an impressive last lap, being 8.5 seconds faster than before. So, there you MD162 is currently in 35th position and is 0.4 seconds behind Spa Francorchamps in 34th position. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently holding the 10th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports in 9th position. Additionally, Gordo Estupendo has moved up to 16th position, overtaking Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 and closing the gap to 0.2 seconds. Stay tuned for more exciting moments as the race progresses. We just saw Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy entering the pits in position 33. Kevin, who was in position 22, managed to overtake Jukai Duki and is now in 21st place. Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in position 27, 0.3 seconds behind Mtomike in 26th place. And finally, Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy has just finished their pit stop and is now in position 31. Virtual Speed is currently in 19th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is in 18th position. Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy just entered the pits in 31st position, currently in 31st. Gordo Estupendo is currently in 15th position, trailing Silent second by 0.4 seconds. LV1NNY is in 34th position, 0.4 seconds behind Spa Francorchamps in 33rd position. Anya Carpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy has now exited the pits in 56th position. And the 333 is in 20th position, chasing Virtual Speed. On the race leaderboard, we have a few interesting developments. Gordo Estupendo is currently in the 16th position after entering the pits, and Virtual Speed is in the 20th position, trailing behind the 333 who was faster last lap. Pato Kev is holding on to the 38th position, just ahead of Kenneth Ernst, who had a significant improvement in lap time. Finally, MD162 is in the 35th position, trying to catch up to Max Power 77, who is just ahead. Stay tuned as we finish up the race. We've just witnessed a thrilling race in the AI Racing Simulator. Leading the pack, we had Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who claimed an impressive second place finish. Right behind them was Bobardo from Team Blast, securing a solid third place position. On the other end of the spectrum, the 333 crossed the finish line in 18th place, followed closely by Virtual Speed in 19th. Bringing up the rear, we had Spa Francorchamps in 42nd place and McGulf 1 in 60th. Stay tuned for more exciting AI racing action. Hey, thanks for the follow the day's doorway. Welcome to the stream. We're currently enjoying a crazy racing session with AI drivers. Buckle up and get ready for some intense action. Feel free to chat and join in on the fun. Let me know if you have any questions about the race or anything else. Enjoy the ride. In the latest race, we saw some intense action from the R-driven racing cars. Desert 22 finished in the 11th position, showing some skilled driving throughout the race. Buxizro from Team Quark Express had a tough time and finished in the 28th position. R40 also struggled and finished closely behind in the 29th position. Degus from Team That's What's Up faced some challenges and ended up in the 54th position. Nojkar had a similar experience and finished just behind in the 55th position. On the other hand, D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering managed to secure a decent position and finished in the 30. We just witnessed quite an eventful race in the simulator. Unfortunately, Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy finished in position 56, while Kogaming V from Team Apex Marfia finished in position 58, and Trushpaller came in at position